Hello, it's me, Dr. Nampes, and today I'm going to make a video on the OET preparation, that is occupational English test. Most of the candidates, most of the students, my colleagues, my friends have asked me about that how to prepare for the OET exam. That's an occupational English test required for the doctors, nurses, pharmacists, nutritionists. So there are four parts of the occupational English test. The one is reading part, the one is listening part, the one is writing, and then one is speaking part. It's just like the four modules and just like the IELTS preparation. But the preparation of OET exam, it is easy. Just you have to be fluent in your speaking. It's just a natural talk that you are talking to a patient. Can you prescribe the medication? Can you talk fluently? And can you show empathy in your conversations? And like that, rather than being going for a variety of topics in the IELTS, like we have to prepare a lot in the IELTS preparation, but in this case, it is not like that. So, let's talk about first the OET speaking. So there are two cases in that. Each case is of about 5 minutes, and there are 3 minutes that are given to you for preparation of that case. Like in my case, I received the case on gastroenteritis. Another case was on the cyanotic spells, the infants that have cyanotic spells, and just we have to counsel the patient and the attendants, the mother of the baby, or if it is a child in the case, or if in another case, like was in a case an elder man, old man. So any case you can receive in your OET speaking discussion. Just you have to tell the hi, like my name is Dr. Anam, and doing physician for here today. May I know your name, please? You can start like that, or you can say that, oh, good afternoon, it's me, Dr. Nam, and treating physician for here today in the emergency or in this clinic. And I'm the examining physician here for today. So you can speak like that. Before the actual cases, they ask, like just like ours, they ask a few questions. That's a warm up discussion in which they can ask you about that. Hi. So what do you do as what do you do as a profession, or what is your hobbies? Or they can ask you, please introduce yourself. So in my case, I said I'm a working physician. I'm the general physician. I'm working in a government hospital for last 5 years, and I have varied experience. I have worked in cardio, hepatitis clinic, in medicine wards, emergency departments, and my patient interaction is very good. And then they, like, she asked me, what was your motive of becoming a doctor? I said, told simply that I was very passionate to help out the people, to help the humanity. So due to this all, I choose this profession. It was my dream since childhood to help out the humanity. So just you have to express yourself in that warm up discussion. And in the cases when you are interacting with a loculator as a speaker, then you have to just follow the orders that are given in that. Like in one question, they can tell you that you have to ask to the attendants or the patient that you have to follow the medications and like that. So in my case, I was talking to the mother of the child. So I had to tell the mother that there is no need to be worried, that cyanotic spells, that these are not a permanent issue. It's a problem that will get resolved. Just you have to avoid the trigger that is causing it. And this is a condition that gets okay with the time. So these are simple words, and you don't need to be worried. Please, I assure you that the baby will be okay. In case if you get any other case on the smoker, like one of my colleague once get on the smoking or like that, and that you have to tell the patient, if you will not follow my advice, then your lung condition can suffer, or like that. This is the way we just do the conversation. In the end, we can ask that interlocutor as who is a patient, acting as a patient, we have to just ask her, do you have any more question, please? Do I need to summarize? Let me summarize the information that is given. So this is the way, so you are reassuring that the patient or attendant has understood all the conversations that were between the two of you, that if there is any other question that is left in the mind of that person. So this is the simple speaking module. Then we come towards the writing part. In the writing part, actually the writing part, the OET is the toughest. Like if you're weak in your grammar, if you're not making proper paragraphs, if you're not starting proper introduction, not ending it the letter in a proper way, 99% of the cases the letters are referral letters, others are discharge letters, or these kinds of letter in which you have to transfer the patient. So each letter requirement is different, but there is the introductory part. In first two lines you have to introduce why you are writing the letter, what is the name of the patient, and there is a specific module that you have to follow in that. So for that you must I will make an video on the writing session, but for that just you have to explain to the you have to be able to write it in a proper way so that the other person is understanding it, that what you are trying to write into that letter, are you transferring the patient, or if you are referring to the patient to another hospital, then you should be able to write it in a proper way with a proper grammar, with a proper paragraphs, and either you can write the visits of the patient in a chronological order. Are you writing the relevant information, are you excluding the irrelevant information, and it is all like that. Next, we will talk about the reading and the listening part. In the reading and the listening part, we need a lot of practice. In the reading part, like there are A, B, and C parts. In the A part, like it's a very simple, just you have to fill in the blanks. In the B part, there is on each MCQ based question, there is a para that you have to read it, and then you have to mark the appropriate options that what they are talking about in that para. If we move towards there are six questions in the part B, and then in the part C of the reading, there are eight paragraph based long topics, and from each para, there is in the order they ask the questions. Like from the first paragraph, there is a question. From the second paragraph, there is a question. From the third paragraph, there is a question. So you have to answer that questions accordingly, and it is easy to find, but these questions are not direct. Sometimes you have to on the that information given, these answers are not direct. Like sometimes they are idioms, there are must 2 to 3 idioms, at least 2 idioms in the part C of each of the topic they gave us. There are 2 idioms that we have to tell. Like you should be very good in inferring the information. Like sometimes they ask the word those mean, or sometimes they ask like it means that, what they are trying to say in that word in the paragraph. So part C need a lot of practice, and you should be able to practice it from the gestion files, or there are many other sources from the when I started first for the OET preparation, I didn't know that from where to prepare. But lately, I came to know all of the information of the OET is given on its website. Must go through the all the information, and in case if something happened bad on the exam day, then you have the 2 days to complain about that issue. Otherwise, they don't hear for your uh, uh, a problem. Like in my case, I had a very small pencil that was given, I was unable to write with that, and it affected my writing part. So you must take your own pencils, 4 to 5 pencil, your own sharpener, because the quality of sharpener also matters if you're going for the OET on paper. But if you're going on the OET on computer, that's easy. And if you're good with typing, then the result of OET on computer also come in 10 days, while the result for OET on paper, it comes in 16 to 18 days. But it's better to go on to the OET on paper. You must choose your center wisely, you must be prepared, get all the information, and do practice as much as you can. And lastly, let's come about the OET listening part. For that, I advise you to listen to the movies. You have to be English movies seasons, and you should be very good in listening. Like the reading part, the party of the listening is very easy. Just there is an patient or doctor or some doctor or the registrar or PGR is there is a conversation of two people. Sometimes there is only one person that is speaking, and it is very hard to differentiate in that case. Part C of the listening is very difficult. The part A and B are easy. In the part A, there are 24 MCQs, while in the reading part of OET, there are 20 fill in the blanks that you can get 20 marks. While in the listening, there are 24 in the part A, so you can grab 24 marks. Then there are six paragraphs, just like reading, and in the listening part, there is for each MCQ, there is one audio. You have to listen the audio and then mark the option accordingly. If we go to the part C, for part C, there are two topics. Then for each topic, there are six MCQs. There are total 12 MCQs. So you have to be very vigilant. You have to hear it very carefully, because sometimes they give it one person that is speaking continuously, and you are not understanding. Either I have to stay on that part, second question or third question, or they're going on to the fourth question. So clear, listen it carefully. First, when they give you 90 seconds to read the options, read the options quickly. That for first six questions, that these six questions on this the part C of the audio will be based on this. If you should be very quick in getting those MCQs, then you can hear the focus on the word. The main tip that I would give you about the listening part, you have to focus on the words. Later, even if you miss the some of the MCQs, you can fill that later. So at least you should have all the information that you're hearing in your mind, but better to mark with each of the audio words that you are listening. It is easy. Later you can miss that, or you can puzzle like that. Another thing, must take your ID card, passport, because for me, I forgot my ID card. I forgot my ID card and passport, and made a great of the confusion because I was traveling directly from Islamabad. The first I traveled from my hometown to Islamabad, then Islamabad to Lahore, then in the Lahore I was too much busy, and like I forgot my it in the envelope. Later I reached into the center. It created a great issue for me because I had to travel back to the house and take back the passport and ID card. So this is the information. I think you must. I have given you very important tips. I think these tips would be helpful. Must carry your own pencils. Must carry your passport and ID card. And don't forget to subscribe this channel if you find this information helpful. Then please touch the button, certain button, so that you may receive any of the helpful video that I make. You receive the notification immediately. Thank you so much for listening. In case of any questions, you can comment down. There are few of the Pakistani great talents who are helping you for the OET preparation. There are different doctors. If you feel that you have do not have much of the time, must take the help of those. They take a few of like thousands to help you prepare, and I think this is a great opportunity. There is, I would also recommend OET by Dr. Nasir. He's a very good person. I have talked him personally. So this is all the information that I have given you. In case of any further question, please comment down. Thank you so much. Take care. Video would be great helpful for you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz. Take care.